Hey y'all, welcome back. I am dressed in my comfy clothes today because I'm trying to get as much work done as I possibly can. And I currently have a cake in the oven too. So it's my mother-in-law's birthday and I offered to make the cake for her. I am trying to get as much done as I can right now while that is in, and then my baby is sleeping. My husband's upstairs with the other kids. So let's see how much work we can get done. I need to finish uploading my YouTube video and kind of get that off my plate. So that also means that I have to do the thumbnail and all that kind of fun stuff, which if you're seeing this, the John to Neil video will already be live. So make sure to go and watch that one. I'm adding it onto my ever-growing deep dive playlist, which has been so much fun. I'm so glad people really enjoy it. It was one of those ideas where I didn't know if you guys were really gonna like them or not, but I have found them so interesting and I have enjoyed them so much. And so I'm really glad you guys have enjoyed that too. Oh my gosh, I feel like my stuff is like everywhere on my desk. It's crazy. One of the other things that I wanted to talk to you guys too about is I am starting a snail mail club. I am just so excited. I have a really fun idea for the first one. So they're gonna open up in the middle of November and then it's gonna cut off December 1st. And then the first round will go out at the end of December. And I'm so excited. So it's really gonna be anything that inspires me. The first one is gonna be really fun. It's like a Christmassy themed one, obviously, but it's gonna include a character that we're all familiar with and that we just love and adore. But so far, what I'm thinking that I'm going to do, I'm kind of getting everybody's feedback on it. So let me know down below what you think of this. What I'm wanting to do is, so each month you will for sure receive a 5x7 print. Then you'll receive a letter that details, you know, how I made it, my technique, what inspired me, anything going on in my studio, what's going on with my children's books, giving you more of like an insider scoop on that whole thing. And then it will also have a sticker that correlates with the print. So that's like the baseline. That's like never changing. That's what's going to happen every month. Then what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to kind of have an alternate in there. It would either be like a paper bookmark that would also kind of correlate with the print. It would be like a recipe card if that's what it had inspired me that month, or if it's like a prompt for like writing or painting or drawing, whatever have you. So I'm really wanting to see if people are okay with that alternate thing. It would always be something there, but it would just kind of change from month to month with that portion of it. Are people okay with that? Or would you rather just like know exactly what you're getting every month? So when it comes to that, I'm having to kind of figure out all of the details for that. So, and I need to start ordering all of the items for it. So that includes like my custom stamps that I have to get, the paper that I want to use, the envelopes that I want to use, and I need to get labels for them as well. I'm excited. I've been starting to order some of the things for my SNAIL club and I just want to show it. This is my logo. Okay, we're gonna get custom stamps made so that way I can like stamp all the envelopes and whatnot. But I decided to go with a sage green. Who doesn't love a sage green? If you don't, you know, okay. Absolutely love this color. Then what I have is, so I'm gonna wrap everything in this like craft colored tissue paper. Okay, are we seeing the vision? Are we seeing it yet? Okay. Then I found these really cool like vintage style stickers to put on said craft paper that will go in said sage envelope. Are we seeing the vision? So enrollment is going to open in the middle of November, November 10th, and then it's going to cut off December 1st, and the first round of snail mail is going to go out at the end of December. I am so unbelievably excited. I've already sketched out my first print. It's going to include somebody we all adore. I'm just saying, if you know, you know. You also get a letter from me, you'll get a sticker in there, and then the other item is going to be kind of a rotating item. It's going to be a surprise every single month. It might be a paper bookmark, it might be a recipe card, it might be a prompt for certain things. So it'll be really fun, it'll keep it exciting, and oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. And so it's going to be called the Lavender Post Club. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to incorporate almost like that really classic kind of 50s feel to it. So this is my first rendering of the logo. I might come up with a few different options, but I wanted to include the lavender sprig. And then I thought it was really fun with the mailbag and then the little hat on the snail, which I absolutely love. On social media, I asked you guys which version you actually liked better when it came to the snail versions. You guys liked this one better. You guys are just loving the sass on this guy. But then I also made an accompanying logo for the back of the envelopes, which is going to be this little mailbag. Oh, I love it. Now for me, when it comes to my Post-its, I always have to make a list. So I always go in and create a list. It just helps everything in my brain because I usually have like 500 things floating around at the same time between my 3 kids and the household and my business and other things that I don't really share a ton on social media. It's more of like background business work that I can't really share yet. So I have to write all that stuff down to keep it organized. All right, so I got my thumbnail done. I uploaded my video. That's done. So freaking pumped about that. So what I want to do is I want to plan out my first actual print for the Snail Mail Club. So what I want to do is I want to kind of just sketch it all out to see if it's kind of what I'm wanting to do. And then I'll just have to make the actual thing for it. I did order a really good scanner because I did a lot of research with like other artists and illustrators to like see which one they used, and apparently this one's really good. That way I can scan everything and then just have it myself and just be able to do it myself and I don't have to go anywhere. That was kind of the goal. So I ordered that, so it's coming. This is going to be all the fun stuff. So first off, I have to grab my pencil, which you guys happen to have, so sorry about that. Anyway, I just grabbed one of my little sketchbooks off the shelf that I have. I have a bunch of like random ones, and I was really just wanting to sketch out my concept basically onto paper. Now, what I'm thinking is this. Okay, so bear with me here. So this is my first book, The Adventure of Theodore James, and this is a picture of Inside the Burrow, and I absolutely love Christmas. Like I love Christmas. I love a classic Christmas. I love vintage Christmas. That's the design. That's how I decorate every year. And so for this design, I want to include like dried oranges and popcorn strings and cranberries and all those things that are kind of tied to that vintage classic Christmas. Now, newsflash, after sketching this quick version out, I did decide to completely revamp the angle on it, but it's going to be so cute and I cannot wait to paint it with gouache. It's going to be fun. Okay, it has been a couple hours. I had to pause what I was doing. It's the same day, just a different shirt. I had to pause what I was doing. I went upstairs, put all the kids down for bed, but now baby's asleep, kids are asleep, we're back downstairs. That's usually how my nights go. I usually pause, leave, come back, you know, that's how it goes. On the bright side, I have gotten a bunch of stuff done. I got my storyboarding done, which I'm very excited for. So now I'm going to be doing my quick sketches for my storyboarding. So if you want to see the process on that, I'm going to be posting it on my Instagram and my TikTok. So you can go to either one of those and I'll show kind of more on that. But if you do need help with storyboarding, if you are in the process of making a children's book by chance and you want some more one-on-one help, I do offer coaching for children's books in one-on-one sessions, like format. And I do offer in like a ton of different sections for children's books. So you kind of pick which area you need the help in. I wish I would have had a little more one-on-one help when I started my first children's book. I felt like I was the blind leading the blind. I was the blind in both senses. So, you know, I just wanted to help other people, give them maybe a little direction. So, and that's like a portion of it that I just like love doing. Okay, now I can't find my list. I am the worst when it comes to freaking Post-it notes. I have like random Post-it notes everywhere. I also like need them. I need my Post-it notes. And now I've lost my checklist. Okay, here we go. What I want to do is I want to quickly storyboard this out. And then what I am going to make time for tonight is I'm working on the last spread for the board book that I'm illustrating. I can't believe that. This one has been like so touching to do, a very touching story, and I cried. I cried the first time I read the manuscript, and I knew that I just wanted my hands on this book. I wanted to be a part of it. And so I'm very excited for everyone to see it in its final form. And so this book has really meant a lot to me, and I don't want to speak for her, but I do believe it's meant a lot to her as well. It comes from a very personal place for her, the author. Oh, I want to finish that up. And then I did send her off some cover mock-ups. And so once I make the cover, then I'm going to be all done. I'm going to be done with this book. I'm going to send it off. And then I'm fully diving into my own project now. So my next one's going to be my co-authored book, and I'll be bringing you guys along that whole thing with me too. So what I'm going to do now is I really want to bust a ton of stuff out tonight because it is currently just before 8:30. So it's an early start for me tonight. And so I'd love to bust out as much work as I possibly can. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off for the night. The next video that I upload will be another deep dive. So you guys don't worry The deep dives are not going anywhere. I know people are always like, don't let them go anywhere. So I'm going to sign up for the night so I can get as much stuff as I can done. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.